fortunate thing about here, growing up here, is whether it was the Sonics or guys that were from here and played in the NBA, we used to play pickup 2 or 3 times a week during the off season with all the NBA guys. So when you've been doing that for 2 or 3 years and having a little bit of success, it kind of, you get to college and you're like, oh, this is tough, but it's not. You try and stay on top of the wave.
So who was playing in those pickup games that got you ready for the college experience?
Well, Jamal Crawford was always, he was kind of the ringleader that would put it together. And then, all the Husky guys that went on to the league, Brandon, Will, Trey Simmons, and the rest of all the guys with ties to Seattle that would come back in the offseason and welcome us as younger guys that probably hadn't earned a spot to be there, letting us, hey, young guys getting in this next game. I think that was huge. I know for all of us coming up in that generation, and then the kids kind of following now that we've passed the proverbial torch to, I'd love to see them doing the same thing and bringing up the high school kids with them.
Yeah, it just makes you want the Sonics back or whatever version, because there is a history of basketball here.
Yeah.
And you'd like to see them here.
Well, it's a basketball city. Like before the Mariners were a team and long before the Seahawks, the Sonics were, you hear stories from people in '79 when they won it, how big of a deal it was, the celebrity that those guys had, and everything they did for the community. They really laid a foundation, and it's crazy to think it's been 16 years now since they left. But I feel like there's a lot of the wounds have closed for people that said they'd never come back around, and the people that have been fans the whole time. It's like the itch is just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, that is true, especially when you see the Storm playing well and when you see Sue Bird in town, and
the arena.
The arena is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Everything's lining up.
Do you stay in touch with the teammates you played with at UW because you were not there very long?
Yeah, I'd say I'm closest with John Brockman. Having
you two are like two of my favorites.
Yeah, having had a relationship with him, playing AAU high school, then a year at UW, and then 2 years after I got drafted, I was in Vegas doing something productive. I don't think I was there just messing around. But I was going to the plane, and I got a call from the front office in the middle of the draft, second round. And they said, "It's your boy," and I was more excited when he got drafted than when I did. I was just like jumping around. Got on the plane. They tried to kick me off the plane because I wouldn't put my phone down. But then having that year to get to play with him in Sacramento was pretty fun.
You were a first-round draft pick. You had to have had a big party, and you were about to get kicked off a plane when John Brockman gets drafted.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things you don't know how you're going to react, but I think I felt like he had taught me so much and brought me along that I was, in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, I can return the favor. So I tried to make him my rookie and kind of do meaningless chores and whatnot for me, but it didn't last very long.
I wouldn't think he would actually go for that.
He didn't go for it. Someone else dibs in, but...
Wait, time out. It's not that he wouldn't do things for you. Somebody called dibs on him.
No. I tried, and he was like, that's just not happening. And then someone else was like, all right, we're going to give you first right.
Oh,
but then came the refusal.
Oh, that's harsh.
He was bigger than me, so I couldn't do much. I didn't want to call his bluff.
He could pack a punch.
I Cook, You Measure is presented by Ascend Hospitality Group. Watch the entire episode and season on YouTube.